Today I'm going to be using a frame from one of Dollar Tree's stretch canvases. I must have used the canvas for something else. I just stained it with a little bit of Waverly plaster. I don't show it, but I do. Then I took a piece of cardboard and wet it and then peeled off that top layer. And then I'm going to paint it with the same plaster paint. Not all of it, just here and there, most of it. And then I just dry it really good and take my X-Acto knife and trace around the frame to score it. That way it made it much easier for me to cut out. Then I just took some Aleene's Tacky Glue and some hot glue to adhere the two together. I like using both just to make sure it's really going to stick and not come up over time. After this, I took some buttons. I got 2 packs of this from Walmart, and I just dumped them out on my table to use them. I didn't sort them out or anything. I just kind of spread them out, and I just start building my flag. If you haven't figured that out by now, I start with my blue background, and I just put the glue down first and then quickly put the buttons down. And now I'm going to start building up my stripes. I don't put too much glue down first. I just put a little dot of glue and work my way down the rows. And you can see how I didn't fill the whole row of the red in because I knew I didn't have enough to completely fill the rows. So I just separate them out. I have smaller buttons to fill in the gaps when the time comes. I just alternate the red and the white until I get all of it done. It was a process, y'all. It was fun, but the glue strings were really bad, and I had to keep using different glue guns because my battery kept dying. I kept getting interrupted. See, there's my big one. But anyway, I just put a big row of glue down on that one, but y'all, the strings were really terrible. It just comes with the territory. So I just filled in all the gaps with all the different sizes, and once I was done, I was so relieved. I just cleaned up all the strings after that to move on to the next thing. I have one little wooden star that I got when I ordered something from someone, and I used that for the center of my blue. I'm going around the whole frame with some Distress Oxide. I'm also going to hit the star and the buttons to really weather them out and make them look old and rustic and totally amazing. Now I have these mini stamps. I just lined up USA, and I'm stamping it onto some drop cloth that I ripped and added a little rusty pin to the bottom of it. And now I'm going to use some ripped homespun fabric for the bow. I'm going to put some jute down first and just make a little X pattern, tie it up in the middle, and then in the back, I'm going to trim it up and add a rusty star to the middle. And I'm going to put down on my sign my little tag first, followed by the bow. I'm using a glue gun to put a little glue inside one of the holes of the cardboard that I have in the back, and I'm sticking some rusty wire inside and mashing it down. And then I twirl it around a really tiny dowel to make just little loops on each side. And that's it. I absolutely love how this turned out. I wasn't quite sure, but I love how rusty and rustic it looks. It's just amazing and such a great use for those buttons. Have an awesome rest of your day, and don't forget to share this around.